we beat around the bush and talk about the 10 scoring titles and 5 MVPs, or you want to talk about what everybody wants to know? If you had to make a decision right now, would you come back next year?
You know, it's a hard decision to make right now because there's a lot of unanswered questions. You know, Scottie Pippen, Phil Jackson, you know, just the whole team intact. So, I mean, you know, that's like walking in the dark. You know, I don't want to walk in the dark. You know, I got better vision. So when I'm going to walk in a room, I'm certainly going to make sure the light's on.
Could you envision any way playing if Phil's not there and if Scotty's not there? Is there any way that you could still come back and be a Bull?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it is possible because, you know, that's a sign of rebuilding. You know, this team, this organization has been intact with those players being the nucleus, myself, Scotty, and Phil. You know, we added another component with Dennis when this whole thing started all over again, and we replaced Bill Cartwright and John Paxson and those guys with other players, but the nucleus was always there, you know, and anytime that's, you know, broken down, then, you know, it's certainly a startup.
Phil's the only coach that you would play for. You've said that. Phil keeps talking about this is the last dance.
All right.
Is that the answer then?
I think he's living for the moment. I think he doesn't have a future in front of him right now, so he considers it to be his last dance. And I'm the same way. I mean, I'm considering this to be the moment, you know, until, you know, something's shown in the future, for the future. You know, would there be another coach for me to play for? I had not thought about it in a sense other than Dean Smith, you know, and I don't think he's coming back at it in coaching, but, you know, it's just been a great rapport, and anybody else is like starting all over, and, you know, I don't even want to think about that right now.
You know that you're going to take this summer and make your decision. Sure. You realize you're going to have the entire American sports scene waiting for you.
But that shouldn't be a reason for me to rush into a judgment. You know, I think I have to be very patient and very looking at every size of this window here. This time it's going to be, you know, finalized. If I don't come back and play, then, you know, I'm not going to baseball. I'm not going to something else and then come back and play the game of basketball. So it's a final career decision for me, and I don't think that's something that you should rush into.
Your decision is also going to affect this team. It's going to affect what Jerry Reinsdorf has to do over the summer as far as free agents go and things like that. Are you comfortable with keeping him waiting?
Well, it's not a point. Is he comfortable waiting for me to make a decision? You know, which, you know, when I talked to Jerry, I told him I'm going to take the same approach and the same respect that he gave me, you know, in the first time I retired and announced and told him in June, as soon as the season was over, that I was thinking about retirement. He told me to take the summer and make that decision later. You know, all I'm asking is the same, you know, taking his advice in respect to evaluate the situation and then make my decision.
This year you are playing a team in the NBA Finals for the first time that you've played in a Finals before. What kind of new competitive edge can you find? I mean, what can you do that Utah doesn't know about?
It's just a matter of executing, you know, each other's plays in a sense. I mean, we know what they're running. We're trying to keep them from running that. They know what we're going to run. They're going to try to keep us from running. Whoever execute their offense as well as their defense is going to win the series.